The economy is good globally and certainly in the U.S. We saw the news out this morning. So the U.S. economy continues to roar ahead. That helps ameliorate a lot of concerns about trade. I was in Toronto last week talking with our Canadian bankers. Trade issues seem to dominate every conversation I have, from Shanghai to Singapore to Stockholm.
Do they think it's going to get done on the Canada front, especially after those harsh comments from the president last night?
Well, the business community in Canada wants to see it get done. I think eventually it will. I think without Canada as part of the deal, there won't be a deal. I don't think you can get just a Mexico bilateral deal through the United States Congress. Canada is our #1 trading partner. It's critically important to 36 states. So without them at the table, it's pretty hard.
Sarah mentioned the president's comments referencing Freeland. We think, I don't think he named her by name.
We don't like the representative.
Right. There's that. It's whether or not he's a friend with Xi. I mean, is it becoming too personal?
Well, this president makes it personal. That's his style of business. But I think there is a bureaucracy that's out there every day trying to find ways to make it work, whether it's the U.S. Trade Representative or the U.S. Treasury. So there is an effort to try to keep the relations going in tense times. The president does personalize it.
How do you construct something to present language-wise, USTR, that ties it to Mexico, leaves it open for Canada, a TBD? Can you do that?
It's very hard to do because the messages coming out of Capitol Hill is don't send us a bill that Canada is not a part of. So you can leave a lot of blank spaces. Ultimately, you got to have Canada at the table. Canadians know that. I think we're just at the final stages of getting a deal.
Most of the business executives we seem to bring on during the course of the day, with many caveats, will end up saying, but I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
It's going to all work out. Is that what you're sort of getting as well in the dialogue you've been having?
Well, people are very hopeful. And as I said, the real economy is good. The animal spirits are back. You've been talking about it all morning. Corporate boardrooms, the best environment we've seen in 8 or 9 years. Consumer confidence is the best we've seen in decades. So business is pretty hopeful. But the trade issues, the trade challenges are a nagging problem. And if we don't solve them, it's a potential tripwire.
Yeah, but you could make an argument that that will embolden the administration to continue to be as tough as they can be because the economy has their back.
Indeed, I think there's a feedback loop that just encourages this kind of brinksmanship on both sides of, say, the Pacific. I think the Chinese and the U.S. will have a protracted trade war for as long as we can see, as long as the economy is good. If the economy turns south, then maybe it forces them to take a different position.
What do you hear from the Chinese bankers on that front? Because by all accounts, their markets are suffering worse than ours, and there's some questions about the economy there as well.
No doubt the economy's softening. It's not as bad as a lot of people made it out to be, and the markets are a little disconnected from the average Chinese. I think we'll see policy support going into 2019, fiscal and monetary support. I think the Chinese are going to dig in for the long haul. So the idea that we're going to find a resolution to U.S.-China challenges in the near term isn't going to happen.